Hi everyone, it's Catherine here from Tullamore Retreat Center. Joining me today I have my little sister Maria, as well as my mom and dog Blossom are behind the camera enjoying the class as well. For today's class, it's a 30-minute stretch, sort of inspired off a new class I'm teaching in 2021. So the first 15 minutes are going to be more active, designed to get your body moving. And the last 15 are going to be a little bit slower, designed to help your body relax before bed. So if you have a chance, I would definitely recommend doing this before you fall asleep at night, if that works for your schedule. Otherwise, whatever you have is great. We don't need any props for class today. If you would like though, we're going to begin in a seated position. If you are more comfortable not sitting on the ground, but in a chair or an alternative surface, that's great, wherever you're comfortable starting your practice. So we're just gonna begin by inhaling ourselves nice and tall. Yeah, lots of length in our spine, and as you exhale, you can allow your shoulders to move away from your ears. So inhale through your nose, sit up as tall as you can, and exhale, shoulders move away from your ears. We're gonna do that 2 more times. So inhale up, and exhale. 1 more time, inhale, reach through your spine, and exhale. Maintain your tall spine here. We're gonna do a few shoulder lifts. So you're gonna lift your shoulders and lower. Trying to synchronize your breathing as you do this. So maybe on your inhale you lift, exhale you lower. Yeah, just like that, whatever feels good here. Remembering that anytime we move our body, we're lotioning those joints. So it doesn't have to look a certain way. The movements don't have to be smooth. Just focusing on getting some movement here that's gonna support you in the future. Okay, and then when you're ready, you can change that to a few shoulder rolls back. Yeah, just like that, looking good. Trying to focus on hitting all 4 corners. So you're gonna pull your shoulders up, back, down, and forward. Often when we're doing our shoulder rolls, we restrict the motion more than is beneficial to us. So really try and open those shoulders, open your chest here. Continuing to breathe deeply, which is gonna help you relax by the end of this class. You can't see her right now, but so my mom's in this position behind the camera, and my dog Blossom has her head on her lap and is trying to roll to her back while keeping her head on my mom's lap for some belly rubs. It just looks sort of funny. I would show you, switch directions here, but I only vacuumed the space you can see. So unfortunately you can't be flipped around at this time. Yeah, continuing to take some nice deep breaths. Really focusing on moving those shoulders. We carry so much tension in our shoulders and our neck. This is a really good way to release some of that muscular tension that we might be holding here. Okay, on your next inhale, I want you to sit up tall again in case we've lost that part of our posture. Placing your hands on your lap, wherever you would like. And then as you exhale, I want you to drop that chin down to your chest here. Feeling that length along the back of your neck, still sitting up tall as we hold here. Continue to breathe deeply. See if you can really feel your chest expand and your shoulders relax as you exhale. And then you can either continue to hold static here, or you can bring a little gentle side to side motion in with your neck. Focusing on creating sort of a crescent shape or a half circle here. Yeah, looking good, just like that. Keeping in mind that any of these stretches we do today, since they're designed for you, if something doesn't work for you, feel free to switch it up for something that does. So there's no pressure to do exactly like I do. Dropping back to center if you were moving, slowly inhale your chin up. Again, focusing on lengthening in that spine. This can help improve our posture, which is always a good thing. As you exhale, you're gonna take your right ear Drop it down to your right shoulder, focusing on a nice long neck on your left side. Taking a few deep breaths here. Allowing yourself to relax. One more deep breath, inhale and exhale. On your next inhale, slowly lengthen back up. And as you exhale, opposite ear drops down to your shoulder. Encouraging your shoulders to be heavy here, sink towards the ground. Create that space between your ear and your shoulder, having a nice long neck. Continuing to breathe deeply. Really allow that chest to expand. Welcome that breath into your body. Yeah, looking good. Take one more deep breath here. And exhale. On your next inhale, slowly lengthen your spine back up. If you would like, giving your shoulders a little bit of a shake. You can give your body a quick scan here, see how things are feeling. And then what I want you to do is you're going to turn your head and look over your right shoulder. Again, sitting nice and tall. And then as you exhale, again, drop your chin down to your shoulder, feeling that stretch in your neck. Again, take some nice deep breaths here. Just finding yourself in your body. One more time, inhale deeply. And exhale. As you inhale, come up. Slowly taking your time, turning to face the other direction, and dropping your chin down as you exhale again. Again, taking those nice deep breaths, continuing as you are, looking good. Take one more nice complete exhale here. And as you inhale up, slowly come back to facing me. Okay, if you have anything in your body that wants a good shake, feel free to take it. I want you to rock forward into a tabletop position. If you're seated in a chair and you need to move from there, please do so now. So tabletop is just a fancy way of saying hands and knees. We'll see if Maria and I can fit in here okay. I know it's a bit different than usual. In our hands and knees position, if this is bothering your knees, you're going to prop underneath with a towel or something soft that takes that pressure out. You can also play with how your feet are tucked and see how that feels. Spreading your fingertips wide on the ground to protect your wrists. We're going to do a few spinal movements here. So you're going to push into your hands, arch your back, drop your tailbone, head is heavy. And then as you inhale, lift your chest between your hands, lifting your tailbone and your head. Continuing that way again. So you're going to drop that tailbone, drop your head. And then inhale, lifting your chest up. Yeah, just like that, looking good. Continuing on this pattern here at your own pace. If you can, when your head is heavy, see if you can exhale. And then as you inhale, lift your chest. So this might feel a bit counterintuitive breathing like this, but it helps us get deeper into this stretch. So it's allowing us more access to our body here. Yeah, looking good. I'm impressed, Maria. You look awesome. Mom and Blossom are also looking good. Once you feel like you've done enough of this, you can come to a neutral spine, so just your regular spine position. And we're gonna bring a bit more dynamic movement into it. So you can continue as you are, but we're just gonna wiggle our hips here side to side. Again, following that principle sort of bringing motion and therefore lotion to our joints. So it's great to stay moving. Whatever our body is available to participate in is definitely worthwhile. Yeah, just like that, looking good. Again, make sure you follow what your body needs here. If you need to bring in a bit more movement, a bit less movement, come down to your forearms. And then we're gonna change this side to side, or this wagging motion, into some nice circles. So you can sort of bring your bum back towards your heels. Yeah, just like that, working at your own pace. And then if you've lost your breath here, see if you can bring back a nice deep breath. That's the difference often with, again, like I said, I think earlier, with feeling really relaxed at the end of the practice. Deep breathing, like I've said before, is what affects your parasympathetic nervous system. So that rest and digest part of you. If you're doing circles, switch directions now. This is actually something that when I first started teaching the fitness towards the end of university, where I'd been doing a lot of typing and that kind of thing, used to really agitate my wrists, which aren't the strongest part of my body, but I found the more I've done it and the less typing I've been doing, it feels okay on my wrists now. Okay, get one more nice circle in, then come back to your tabletop position. You can either hold there, or if you're comfortable with this long or extended arm, we're gonna do a few circles over our wrists. So instead of moving our motion back, I want just little circles focusing on moving around your wrists. So maybe you rock forward just slightly more. Feeling any sharp pain, you'll want to ease out of it. So be in tune with your body here, see how it's working for you. Keep those fingers spread wide, reverse directions. Yeah, looking good. Continuing on like that. And then if you would like, you can rotate your fingers in slightly, so you're gonna get a little bit of a different stretch here. Yeah, and then you can rotate them out to the side. Maybe you feel that along the back of your arm there. Yeah, looking good, keep it up. And then come back to center with your hands. Being gentle here, I want you to take one hand, you're going to take the top of your hand, so opposite from your palm, and press it gently down into the ground until you feel a stretch right here behind your wrist. So if you imagine a typing position or holding your hand like this, this is the flip of this. So even driving every day, we're in that position. Here you're stretching those muscles. Taking a few deep breaths, again, being mindful of the sensation. If it's too much, feeling free to ease out. And switching sides. Looking good, keep it up. Take a few more breaths here. And release those wrists. Okay, holding in your tabletop for just one more stretch here. As you exhale, I want you to reach your right foot back and you're gonna press that heel down towards the ground. Doesn't matter if that heel touches the ground, we're just aiming to feel that sensation along the back of our right leg. If you're finding this is bothering your wrists, again, you can do like Maria's doing and come down to your forearms, that's fine. I don't particularly, or I don't feel concern here necessarily on what shape you have your spine in, as long as you aren't sagging a ton and putting a lot of pressure on your back or your shoulders. So you can push that heel back. Yeah, getting a nice stretch. Feeling free to change up your position as you need. And release. We're going to switch sides, so push that left leg back, heel down towards the ground, so moving in that direction. And I often find one side is tighter than the other for me. Maybe you notice this here. Really push that heel down towards the ground, encouraging that stretch. Making sure our stretch doesn't go to the point we're shaking, because then when the muscle contracts, and we want to encourage it to lengthen here. So try and find that point that you're getting that good stretch. And then inhale deeply, bring it back towards your other knee. We're going to go into a little bit of a foot stretch here before we go down to a child's pose. So I want you to take your feet. You can tuck those toes under. If all your toes aren't making it, see if you can encourage them to join. So if your pinkies are holding off, tuck them in so they're underneath you there. For some people, this is a really intense stretch in your foot. So if you need to take pressure out, that's okay. Otherwise, you can sit back until you feel that foot stretch is successful for you as it is. So I know from teaching spin, I have one stiff toe on my right foot, so I can't pull my feet quite together. But see if you can draw your heels closer towards one another is where we're aiming. Obviously, again, being mindful of where your body is at today. And if you feel nauseous during this, I know sometimes people stretching out their feet, that can be a result of it. Make sure to ease off, okay? It's not necessary. There's other ways we can stretch and improve our body health without feeling ill while we're doing it. So taking a few more deep breaths here. If you're sitting up on your heels, I want you to really focus on that spinal length again. So inhale here and exhale. 2 more times. Inhale and exhale. 1 last time. Inhale and exhale. Bring your hands back down to the mat if you lifted them up. Untuck your toes. We're going to come to a brief child's pose. So what that's going to look like is if you can either open up your hips or leave your knees together. It's up to you. And you're just going to reach forward in front of you as you sit your bum down towards your heels. If we're tight behind our knees, often our bum doesn't go all the way down, so we end up like this. You can either prop underneath with a pillow if you would like, or if it's uncomfortable for you to hold, you're going to come to your back, pull your knees wider, and then hug them towards your chest is a good alternative. So it's up to you, whatever you feel like you can hold here for about the next minute. If you need to move, feel free to. If you're on your stomach, I want you to see if you can reach your arms a bit larger overhead or a bit further overhead, getting a good stretch in your shoulders. And breathing deeply here. On your next inhale, moving slowly, allowing your body to start to wind down a bit. Come back to your tabletop, keeping your eyes soft, so slightly closed if you're comfortable with that, and make your way to laying on your back. So if you haven't made it there already, come to lay on your back now. And we're just going to begin here by taking our right knee and hugging it in towards our chest. So as we wind down here, or slow down, I want you to see if you can really deepen your breath. So inhale again through your nose. As you exhale, see if you can allow your shoulders to come down to the ground a bit more. Just breathing deeply, moving slowly and thoughtfully in the space you're creating for yourself. On your next inhale, draw your left knee in so that your left foot is resting on the floor, and we're going to come to a figure 4 stretch. So you can bring your right ankle to rest on your left knee, feeling sensation in your right hip. If you would like, you're welcome to grab behind your left knee to deepen the stretch here. If you feel any pain in your right knee, try flexing that right foot. So pull those right toes back towards your right knee. That'll help bring your ankle into alignment and protect your knee if you're feeling pain there. Again, with your exhale here, see if you can encourage your shoulders to loosen. Go down towards the ground. So inhale through your nose. Exhale those shoulders down. Really focusing here on a nice and even, steady breath as you go. Continue to breathe deeply. On your next inhale, we're going to switch sides. So you can draw that left knee towards your chest, lengthening through that right leg. Pulling that left knee in tight. If you want some extra figure 4, you're welcome to move towards it early. Again, taking some nice deep breaths here. Softening your shoulders. And if you find you're clenching your teeth at all or you have a tight jaw, see if you can soften there as well. So actively allow the tension to leave the lower part of your face. Continuing to breathe deeply. Feeling that rhythm of your chest rising and falling. And then as you exhale, you're going to bend that right knee, bringing your right foot to the floor. Left ankle rests on top of that right knee, and you're going to open up for that figure 4, feeling that sensation in your left hip. If you need more sensation, bringing those fingers behind that right knee. Seeing if you can deepen your breath even more as we go. Take 2 more really full breaths here. So inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. One more time. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Bring both feet down to rest on the floor or your mat. Walk them nice and wide. So if you're on a mat, you want mat width typically. And you're gonna do a few windshield wipers. Maria and I might have to coordinate with each other a bit here. Dropping your knees side to side. This is a good chance to, again, get some movement in your hip joints, as well as some release in your low back. So this can feel really good for that. See if you can synchronize your breath here. So maybe as you lift your legs, you inhale, lower your legs, exhale. Just moving at whatever pace supports you as you continue to slow things down. On your next inhale, walk your feet back to center. Draw them in nice and tight towards your chest, giving them a good squeeze. If you'd like, you can rock gently side to side if that feels good, or remain in stillness. And then on your next exhale, unless you'd like to take any other stretches, you're going to spread everything out. Coming to, in yoga, it's called Shavasana, or your final resting pose, to finish your class or your practice. And as we hold here for the next few moments, I'm going to guide you a bit in an active relaxation. So we're going to start at the top of your head. If you want, you can furrow your forehead or bring contraction to it. And then relax. Squeeze your eyes shut and relax. Tighten in your cheeks, maybe you clench your jaw and relax. Bring your arms across your body for a tight squeeze and relax. Squeeze your hands and fists and relax. Tighten your core or your stomach and relax. You can squeeze your glutes or your bum muscles and relax. And lastly, squeeze your feet, tensing your legs, and relax. Feeling peaceful and safe, allowing your body to settle in. If you'd like to take a bit more time in this position, and that's great if you're able to. Please remain as you are. Otherwise, you can bring a bit of gentle sensation back into your body. Slowly roll yourself to one side. And then come up gently to a nice seated position. Thanks everyone for joining me for a class here today or tonight, whenever you're doing it. I hope you have a great rest of your day. To finish class today, I'm going to wish you namaste, which just means the light in me, or who I am, recognizes who you are. So namaste. I'll see you again soon. Bye.